Jamie,
Just Amari,
and Nisha.
Imani.
Evolving.
Hey you guys, thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing body types as well as touching on how we felt growing up. So getting right into it.
Oh, I got a good one. My experiences growing up was tough for me because I feel like I was like because me and my sister was kind of close in age, you know, they go compare you. And we both the same height, same color, but only thing they described us like the skinny one, the thick one. But it wasn't thick back then, it was the bigger one. So I felt I was really big. And the thing that was made me big was I was still skinny frame, my butt was big. And I felt like I had a lot of problems because I'm gonna start with my dad. I'm putting you out there, you know. I feel like my dad, he seen what it was before I even had it in my ideas. So he always made sure like I couldn't wear certain things that Janika or Nisha could wear, like, and that used to make me feel like really bad about my body because I was like, why can't I wear these tight pants? Like that's when skinny jeans is coming out.
Okay.
So you know that's when it look like you see the whole shape. You know, my dad didn't play that. This was our style as a kid. This whole thing is what we wear as, like, not saying like tight clothes, but like not at all. He didn't play that. Even like school shopping, he didn't play that. So my thing, and even like certain men would say comments like, "Oh, you need to make her sit down," and I'm like, why would you say that to me? And it used to hurt my feelings. Like, what do you mean make me sit down? Why are you a pervert? You know? So look, I'm over here getting like,
why are you being nasty?
Right? You know? And so that's what started my. That's how I grew up. You know, feeling like because my butt was big, I was really fat and I hated it. I hate everything about it, and I feel like that was like my insecurities growing up with my body.
Then for me, when I was younger, my whole life up until maybe freshman year is when I started gaining weight. And so, because it could be too, because we used to not eat meat and stuff. So then, but when I got a hold of different things, I was able to eat what I wanted. So my body started developing, and then it just kept developing. So I was, if you look back, I was small, y'all. Like elementary up until like, I don't know, 7th grade, I was smaller. But then my body started getting bigger. But then my friends around me, their bodies weren't there yet. So I was like,
when did you start getting like boobs?
Ooh, probably 13, 14.
Were they like regular? Like...
They were regular. It just, my weight fluctuates depending on my lifestyle and how I'm exercising, so it fluctuates, you know. So I would say about 13. And then, but still, some of my friends weren't developed yet. So I really felt like, I was like, is this like, I knew it was normal, but then it's like when the self-comparison kicks in, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing for me. But yeah, that was my experience. I was smaller when I was younger up until about 13, 14, and then I got bigger than my other friends. So it was always like a conscious, actually, not subconscious, conscious like self-comparison. But then I realized like genetics and different body types, everybody's gonna be different, and I can't compare myself, you know?
How did it make you feel?
It was a struggle because like going shopping is different from a lot of my like friends, and even still to this day, because certain things, not even that I can't wear, they don't sell it. So even if I do want to like wear certain dresses, like okay, I do like a lot of online shopping. I'm like, okay, well I can't find this in the store, but I can find it online. So sometimes it takes the fun out of shopping, not because of the style, it's just as far as the availability. It's like being plus size, it's a little harder to find cute stuff where it's not too grannified, where it's not too much, like something in the middle. It's kind of hard sometimes, like in store, like that's another topic, but in store it was hard for me to find stuff that's like fits well, that's cute, that's trendy. So sometimes it takes the fun out of shopping for me. So that's what it is. The shopping part is kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think my experience growing up, I've always been skinny mini. I've always been the skinniest one. I used to be a size 0 when I was coming up. I didn't really start gaining weight until like I got into high school. But I was always just tall and skinny. And because a lot of the guys and people around me were short, I felt like I was way taller than I was. And when you're tall and skinny, then you're just automatically lanky. So I always was self-conscious about that because, well, I wasn't always. When I turned 11, I remember my auntie, I'm calling you out. This is a video we exposed. I'm calling you out because she said, dang girl, look at you with your no booty. And she hit my butt and I was like, no booty? Like, what did you you talking about? And I remember vividly, I went to the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and I didn't have a butt. And I was just like, what? Like, what?
Where did you have a butt?
What? Like, what?
Where did you have?
I'm trying to find. Because in my head, I didn't even know I didn't have a butt. But now that I know I don't have a butt, now I'm self-conscious. And at this time, it's Smack Booty Friday. We had no business even planning that. But I'm like, who gonna want to smack my no booty having self? I'm 11, y'all. Like, why am I even worried about this, you know? And I carried that. My friend that is small like me, she has boobs. So it was just like, I got no booty and no boobs. And it didn't really start bothering me until like we start getting older. And it's like, okay, this is what guys want. You don't have a banging body. And every song is, they only talk about thick girls. I'm never gonna be thick. At the time, this song, I'm thinking, I'm never gonna be thick. You know, like, or just trying to have hope. And like every woman in my family is thick. Even my 16-year-old sister is what you would consider thick, and it's just like, not me, it's me. And I was self-conscious about that for a long time. Didn't want to wear certain things because it showed that I didn't have a butt. It ain't like, you know, and skinny jeans, like you said, it was in, and I felt very self-conscious in the skinny jeans because I just if I wore baggy clothes, it's gonna show it, and if I wear skinny clothes, it's gonna show it. So it was just like a hard time trying to find acceptance in my body when I was
That's interesting. I know like my friends that are like smaller than me, I noticed it's kind of like you desire to be something that at that time your body, you know, couldn't be, and then I was like feeling kind of like the opposite. So that's crazy.
And you were like in between.
Yeah. We gonna bring up this next question, which is, how is our body type now, and you know, what do it affect us? And I'm gonna be the first one to bring that up because I feel like mine's affected me as I was growing up, because as I, like, you know how I was telling you how like at first I didn't like it, and it got to the point to where like this girl one day, she was like, "Ooh, you thick," and I always had this problem. So I'm like, oh my god, like why do they keep calling me fat? And I used to like really cry in the back. And then that's when I realized that word was new. Like that wasn't a bad word anymore. Like it wasn't like you fat. So when every time she'd tell me that, I'm like, but you fat. How you gonna tell me I'm fat? Like I didn't get it. But then like as I started going to high school and college, and then you start saying like, oh, this is what they want. The reality shows start coming out, you know. And then that's when it's like, oh, thick is in, and you gotta be it. But I never took it to heart, you know. I never took it to heart. Went to college, people would say stuff, never appreciated it still, because I still was insecure from what everybody else was telling me. I wouldn't even wear I would never wear gray leggings because I felt like my butt would move too much, and I thought that was nasty, you know. Like I was like, that's too much movement, you know. And like, so then like as I like got done with college, came back to Vegas, I just started having like this thing in my stomach, and then I couldn't eat, and I started like shedding pounds. But I was happy. I was like, ooh, happy. I was like, ooh, do you see my body? You see these abs coming in? Look, it turned into ribs. Look at So like, you know, I was excited, you know, all about this journey. I'm like, this is a journey, God is good. But then I didn't realize, I knew that I was losing a little weight, but I didn't realize that everybody else knew how I really look. They watch you, they see you. So now it comes a time when now they come to me saying, wow, Nisha, you're skinny. What happened? What is going on? Are you okay? Are you sick? Are you what's going on? You can't afford your bills? I'm like, yes, I can afford my bills. I'm cool. And I didn't know I was getting that skinny. And then I look in the mirror, and I'm talking about instantly, I went to this deep thing where I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm not myself. This is not me. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be this skinny. It was like so crazy to me. Like, girl, I'm getting kind of emotional.
It's okay, girl.
I probably will too. I got a little emotional there, but like, you know, but like, I'm really happy now. So I just seen how like you can't really let people affect you, because when people start telling me who I was and putting the names and the labels, I realized when I was fat, when I was thick, y'all talked about me. When I was skinny, y'all talking about me. And that's when I realized now I'd rather just be me, be comfortable in the skin that I'm in, you know. And when I started doing that, I didn't care if like I didn't care if I was eating this or I didn't care if I was eating that, but still being wise for what I'm eating. But I didn't really put too much input because I knew I'm not letting y'all affect me anymore, because they was affecting me too much. Like, because why can't I just be skinny if I want to be skinny? I wasn't anorexic. I was just healthy. I changed it was just a lot in that time. So now I'm comfortable and I'm like, wow, Nisha, you're good. Like when you have kids, you will get your weight when you need it. Appreciate it now, because at the end of the day, it don't last. You know, bodies change all the time.
That's real. And I love that you said that. That's real. And I love that you said that. For me, because like I said, from 14 on, my weight, it has fluctuated, but I've always been, I guess, more on the thicker plus size side. But then after high school, that's when Instagram really started. I mean, Instagram's been around, but it's really started emphasizing Instagram models. And the flipping the meaning, like you said, of thick. Like thick used to be a thing, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then it got a positive thing to it. And then like sometimes on social media, when they do say thick, it has to be super, super proportional. So I'm talking like, yeah, big boobs, but then your waist is like this, and then a big butt, and even if it's natural. So like for me, I started doing the whole shift as like, oh my God, this perfect version of thick is what I have to be. Like boobs, and then my waist like this,
waist
and then a big butt. Yeah, like there's people that's, let's be honest, I'm like a size like 16 right now. So like you got size 16 and whoever, but their waist is like that. And so a lot of people are like that naturally, but some of it's like training your waist to be something it's not.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's a bad idea, it's just saying it's extreme. It's extreme.
Yeah.
So I start comparing myself to the extreme of what thick was. It's like scrolling. So that was a big thing for me. But today I learned that I am who I am. If there's things I can change about my weight, it's called going to the gym. It's called changing my diet and embracing that I'm not gonna be the 15-year-old Money I used to be at that size, you know, like embracing who I am today. And there's so many wonderful examples out there. So that gives me like a lot of like positive motivation. Like there's a lot of plus size women out there that go to the gym, and some women get like shamed for it, like to go to the gym. And I know a lot of people, they feel shame behind going to the gym. I'm like, but if you're working on you, number one, that's self-love, that's self-care, and you're just gonna be the best version of you. So that's what I learned, to just be the best version of Imani.
Right, I love that.
Yeah, I love the best version of y'all.
Ooh, let's hear about the best version of you.
Okay, so do I like my body now? I feel like as of now, I kind of am filling out a little bit more. I'm getting my little happy weight. You know, I'm getting older. I'm developing. I'm transitioning into a woman. I'm not more badass no more all the time. So, and I noticed, like you said, like even now I'm gaining weight. My grandma, my mom coming to me like, is there something you want to tell us? Like,
right.
is you pregnant? And it's like, nah, I got a little belly because I've been eating. Like, I gotta cook now. I don't live with my mama no more.
Right.
You know? I gotta cook for myself. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit thicker, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's well deserved. I fought all my life for this.
Right.
And I just feel like you guys said, really growing up, I felt like I appreciate my body now, because for so long I didn't. And I didn't understand how or why someone would want my body, because I felt like I got shamed for my body. Tuck in that little butt. Nobody want to see that little butt. Like, you know, and I used to be like, but it's mine. You know, and really feel like I can't wear jumpers. I can't wear leggings. No. I remember at a basketball game, I stood up and I was wearing leggings, and these boys was in the audience and they was like, no booty, sit down, no booty. And I remember I was devastated. I was like 16. I was devastated. So to be my age now with the body I have and appreciate if I wear leggings, or there's gonna be a time where I don't have this body. I am gonna be older. I am gonna have kids, and I'm gonna wish that I took advantage of what I have. So that's what I just start shifting my perspective. Like y'all said, I'm gonna rock whatever I got, what I have, you know, because it's gonna be a time where I don't want it to be a time where I look back and be like, dang, my grandma always tell me I used to be your size and now I'm this size, and she hates that. I don't want to go through that. I want to be able to be like, I was banging in, I'm banging out, I'm banging when that time comes too.
Right.
So that's what it is.
You know?
Yeah.
And girl, and what I'm learning from this is that no one's stereotyping me with no names. I'm not fake, I'm not skinny, I'm not fat, I'm not too thin, I'm just me. So at the end of the day, if you want to figure it out, do that on your own time, but don't bring that to me. And I'm not allowing it anymore. And I feel like that's when you gain that power and start really loving you.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Because body shaming it's all across the as you guys see with our different stories, it's all across the spectrum. They're gonna body shame you at no matter what size you are. And I noticed that like the skinny girls get like flagged, the thick girls get flagged, and then the bigger girls get flagged too. And it's just like, we just need to shut that down, and everybody just need to own what you're working with. And if you want to change it.
That's real.
And I'm big about change. And I know my sister girl over here is too. This one over here thinks she got it naturally, because she's all natural woman, but we work out. Okay.
Look, I'm gonna be. I'll be honest with you. I go when I can, and then not as much as I can. But I think it's just all about making. I think it's about making the effort. So like you said, like you always say, and some people say, that's beautiful. That's what the mind, and that's gonna make you strong. Be the, like you always say, be the change you want to see, and if it's something you can change, fix it. If not, embrace it. But yeah, I think, and then I feel good as far as the whole going to the gym part. It makes me feel better afterwards. It helps my mental state. Just like you said with your yoga, I know that's for your mind and your body.
And your body.
And your body.
So it's just that mind control.
Yeah, whatever works for the person.
Yeah, because some yoga instructors is just loose as heck, you know. But that's like that. They just, you know, they got they flexible, all kind of stuff, and then you got some that's just, you know, stiff in the mud, just tone as hell.
Yeah.
So it's like, honestly, it's really what you put into you.
Yeah. I think you should just be healthy. Like that's what I wanted to do. Like you said, you would change the way that you guys both changed the way you ate. That's me too, because once I started learning about what's in this food, I really had to shift some things. And by taking out, I really had to, for my health, I had to make sure that whatever I'm taking out, I'm putting it back in, and just making sure I'm getting the proper nutrition. It don't make no sense to have a banging body if you ain't banging on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Your arteries all clogged, you got heart failure, and all type of stuff, you know? But if you was able to change your body, would you change it? Like your biggest insecurity on your body, if you was able to change it, would you change it?
No. I feel like I don't really have a lot of body issues like that. I think the only thing that I noticed was my hips, but like I always say, but I feel like that's what makes my body Naisha, because I feel like if I get those hips now, my body is like what they, you know, everybody, I feel like me being that little straight, they like, oh, that straight girl, I'd rather you name me as that, whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, I don't really care. But one thing I know I would change though, I gotta be honest, if I have kids, they not messing my titties up. I'm sorry, like, but that's the only
mess them up as far as getting saggy.
Wow.
It's, you know, I've seen the extreme of what it does. And I want, me personally, I want to birth 5 kids, and I want to do it the right way. So they go tear them up. So I just know, like,
you get it. This about to get her titties done.
Right. Just know.
That's so funny.
Stay tuned.
Right.
That's so funny you mentioned that. I said for my boobs, because they are bigger, and like I said, my weight fluctuates, so that creates like stretch marks and stuff. For a long time I was insecure about them, but now I embrace them because that's just life. Like when you have kids, you're gonna get them, and that's just life. It's a normal thing. I had to change my mindset of realizing what's normal. And what society is creating as what's normal, you know? But for real, with the boob things, I was like, I want to get my boobs done. So like in high school, that was my thing because of the weight gain. I was like, they're in the and then losing weight, they sag a little bit more. So I was like, I want to get my boobs done. But now, I mean, I never know. Like if I have kids, I was like, I may just go ahead and do that after I have all my kids.
Yeah, after the kids. But before, I would not do that before. That's me. Hey, yo, that's just the way they look. They just like that. But I have an excuse with the kids.
Yeah, that's something you mentioned that.
I don't know. I think when I'm trying to think back if I'm growing up, I don't want to be a liar, but I think I probably had ideas of probably wanting to, but I know once I really started coming into age, I was like, no, because I had went through a thing where I already was feeling insecure about my weave and feeling like, yeah, this is beautiful, I'm popping with my weave, but at the same time, I know underneath this ain't my reality. And so I equated that with the same thing as getting my body done. Like, I know if I get my body done, yeah, I'm gonna be banging, but in reality, I know what's really up, and I know that somebody could use that against me. Well, it ain't real, and I didn't like the way I felt with my weave, and they was saying that ain't real. So I didn't want to do it with something so permanent. So once I really made the idea of getting my body, appreciating my body, I just said I'm appreciating my body. I never really took time to think about after I had kids, so maybe I don't really know, but nah, I think I'm pretty comfortable with my body. But like I said, I don't know what
I don't know,
because I don't have no body, so I don't know what it might do. It might make my boobs
that's what
you know. So that's my, you know, it might shit. So I don't know. Catch me in a couple years.
Right.
Yeah. But as far as getting your body, I would say Naija. Yeah, her baby probably like 3 months, and she just got her body done. How y'all feel about that? And Cardi B too.
Oh really?
Yeah, she had to cancel a couple shows because she got lipo.
And
it messed up.
I feel like it's so extreme now to where it's like the pressure's so heavy. I feel like because she really, when you want to be in that lifestyle, you sacrifice, and I felt like she had to make her sacrifice. And I feel like that was her reason of doing it. She said, oh, I didn't care about my body before. That's her preference. She admitted, I was insecure before. It's not, but I know a girl personally who got her body done. And she, I'm not going to say her name, but like she literally like was talking with us about it. And she was letting us know, like, even after her body is done, she still don't love it. Like, you know, she still don't feel secure. She still don't feel whole. It's just, now it's just done. Now it's just bringing more attention. That's even worse because I don't like the attention, because attention only brings you more problems, more trouble, and I don't have time for it. So I'd rather you see me for my brain and my mind than to be seeing me for a piece of snack. You know,
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. But as far as body surgery, it's a couple things for me. I feel like if you really want to do it for you, and you're doing it for you, you know. But to me, on the other hand, they haven't perfected. I'll say.
Yeah. Be you. Yeah. Be true to you. Just whatever that is. Be true to you.
And never.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go.
No. Yeah, just be true to you, because anybody with our stories, they came against us at every stage of us. So they're gonna come against you at every stage of you. So be true to you.
And don't ever, like you said, every stage they will come for you. So just let them know, hey, ain't no more coming for me. Ain't no stereotypes, ain't no names on me. And I don't want to change nothing about myself unless I want to do it. And I like to give people they credit. You want to do that? Do it. At the end of the day, don't do it off of insecurities.
Right. Nah, it ain't gonna end well. But that's that.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please let us know in the comments your experiences. For tuning in, please make sure to leave comments below. Would you change your body? Do you love your body now? Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat at BGJ__3.
Alright.
He about to say.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please let us know in the comments your experiences, how it was when you were growing up, how you feel now. Would you ever change your body?
Trishawn?
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on.
Okay, Trishawn gonna kill us. Alright.
They gonna be like, what the heck?
Yeah. I think it's cool just seeing other YouTubers, like their progression. They're like, just whatever you do, obviously don't stop.
Yeah.
She knows she look cute. I'm looking at you looking straight in the mirror. Oh, she's so ugly.
I just didn't want my legs to really be shiny.
No, I see your eyes. You
I ain't gonna say that. Keep a peep. Cop a peep.
Which segment is this, guys?
Wait, body shaming?
Yeah.
In my zone, you did?
Let's just do it in my zone.
In my zone? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
In my zone. Okay.
Do you remember that song? Oh, no.